Hi, my name is Doug. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. Like you, many of you, you probably watched about 1 million car videos, so you're kind of wondering how you ended up here, I'm sure, but this isn't just one more car video, I guess. I've watched so many over the years, but a lot of guys don't seem to actually show you their car and go over their mods. I mean, they do go over their mods, but it's usually general, not very specific. So yeah, I'd like to do that here with you today. I'm going to break the video down into 3 categories: the exterior, interior, and my most favorite part is the engine bay. So we're going to go over those 3 things, and I'm going to break them up 3 different videos. Like I said, first video is going to be the exterior. I've already got the hood open. I have it open half the time just because I can't go without looking in there and thinking about it, admiring it, whatever. But anyhow, I'm just a car guy like you all. You know, I'm a part of the culture. I've been a part of the car culture for forever. I'm 47 right now at the time of this video, and for the last 30 some years I've been into cars. So yeah, mostly into 4-wheel drive trucks back in the day. I still am, but I've kind of evolved with my thinking over time. So here I am. But I noticed there seems to be a lack in a lot of the detailing videos we're watching, usually general and vague. So I'd like to go into detail a little bit more with you guys about how to actually clean your car, keeping it clean, and saving yourself a ton of money through the process. You know, I think there's a lot of mystery around like ceramic coating and the amount of work it actually takes to do it. Yeah, mostly you can do it for, you know, labor, just yourself, and do your job, the whole job, for about $200. A $5,000 job for $200. So most of it all is labor, and there's a lot of mystery behind it. So we're gonna try to get you guys some videos like that to kind of clear up some things and hopefully save you some money. But I like to take my car to car shows. I like to just have it and have fun with it and take it out and about and just feel good about what I'm driving and what I'm sitting in. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's take a little tour. All right, so I'm a Hellcat guy. I like all cars, but particularly Hellcats. And this is a Dodge Charger 2019. Got it in my garage. I'm not going to pull it outside right now. It's literally 3 degrees, so we're going to do this in here. So as far as like a list of mods, we're going to start here in the back. And looking down here, so we got carbon exhaust tips, 5-inch stainless. The back rear diffuser here is actually Black Ops carbon fiber. But this carbon fiber is just regular carbon, and I'd put a clear coat over that. If I were to do it over again, I would have got like the regular looking, what you would think carbon fiber to look like. But I'm happy with it overall. Moving up here a little bit, and I don't even know why I popped the trunk. We're gonna get to that later. So you got the wicker bill. I did put the Alpha Rex rear light bar in. I really like it. It's smoked with inside of it. It has chrome trim, so it kind of goes with the overall flow of the car. But I really like that. Obviously the silver racing stripes, the Spoiler King spoiler up there on the back window, and the gray with the B5 blue. Who the heck is that from? American Brothers badge. Excuse me. My goodness. Moving on. So these are the chrome brass monkey wheels. So I got rid of the black 5-spoke that I had on here because it wasn't going with the overall flow of the car, not what I wanted. You know, when it comes to cars, everybody's got their own style, their own thing that they like. I grew up old school. I like shiny. I like chrome. I like the clean, polished look. Nowadays, there's a lot of paint, you know. Everything's painted, everything's blacked out. It's not really shiny, but I don't go for that as much as the next guy. So this is just my particular style. With that said, I also have Lighting Trends Go Series wheel lights installed, as well as the headlights and the grill lights. So that's all part of the same system. They can interconnect with each other. Obviously, I don't have them turned on right now, but they're in there. I'll turn those on for you here after a bit. I've got the side markers, which are whited out. Again, kind of going with the overall theme of the car, the gray, chrome, and the B5. But got the hardware on the brake calipers from Titanium Works. So like the bleeder valves and like the bolts here in the front on the Brembos. I like the red. I was thinking about painting these Brembos a different color with the G2 paint, but I really like the red with the blue Superman look, I guess you'd say. So the Titanium Works bolt and bleeders, I really like those. It's a nice touch. More American Brothers designs for the badge. Of course, I have mine done in silver. Carbon fiber mirror covers. That's actually to protect against rock chips, even though it does kind of go with the overall flow of the car. Carbon fiber bumper cover here in the front. Got hood pins. Actually, let me shut the hood here for you, because these hood pins are from from a King Daytona Charger. And so I put these in here like maybe 6 months ago, but I really like these. I think, cause I've always liked hood pins, period. So here's what they look like. I got them going in. Since I have a 2019, I got the snorkels in the front. So I actually ran the inside. It kind of ends over here on this side. That pin ends up over here, and the other one crosses it and attaches to the inside of this one. So I'll take that off. I also put in a ZR1 hood cutout on here last November. So it'd be like a year ago. So that's what that looks like. You can kind of, I really think that's a nice touch. But see, I polished the supercharger and everything inside of the engine bay, so I wanted to be able to see it even as I was sitting in the car driving down the road. I kind of wanted to be able to look in there and see that. So you can see the light strips here for the Flow Series, Ghost Series, Flow Series lights. Man, there's some dust on my car. Painted the inside these Dodge emblems while I had that apart. I've done all the work on this car myself. So if anybody has any questions about anything, please feel free to ask. Be more than happy to give some insight about some of these things. Also put in a vertical door kit. So the door comes out. I don't know if you guys are familiar with vertical doors, but this is as far as the door comes out. But most of the time, I just get it in and out this way, and it doesn't really interfere with anything. Like if I'm just going to the store or something, I don't push the doors all the way up. Mostly it's just for show with the doors up. And the hinges, I paint matched those as best that I could at the time. Also, vertical door kit in the back, and paint matched all those hinges. So you got another shock here. Let me go ahead and open that up. I haven't had this open in a few weeks. So there's what that looks like. You don't have to open the doors. The back door does still open all the way. So down to this point, and it still opens fully, so people can still use it like it's meant. So this is the exterior. One thing to note that you may or may not have noticed, the car is really shiny. So I did a full paint correction on here. So basically, didn't do a wet sand, actually dry sanded the whole thing. So it's got a nice smooth look to it. These are some LEDs in here, so it might show some light scratches. Of course, I know where everything's at, but to get a nice reflection, dry sanded it, and it's got some ceramic coat that's on here as well. But for the most part, that's the basic of the exterior. So also with the exterior, I'm glad I wrote this down because I would have forgot, but so I've got rock guards also that are on there that are carbon fiber. Those are from True Fiber. I've got so I welded the active exhaust open. I think that's a necessary thing. There's no reason to have active exhaust on any of these cars. That's probably one of the most annoying things. I've got a full underbody skid plate that's underneath that covers pretty much where the oil access door and all that would be underneath, and goes all the way back to the transmission. But I sanded that all down and polished it. Kind of wonder why I did that, but I did that because at some of these shows, like the World of Wheels, I'd like to put the car up on some blocks and have some mirrors under there so that I can kind of show off that area also. Haven't gotten to that point completely yet. Most of the rest car's done for shows, but underneath I've been working on, and it's not quite finished yet. So I'm going to kind of get to some of that stuff too, as far as I'm still polishing the exhaust and everything down there. It's got polished rear traction arms under there. I have the traction arms here for the front, but I haven't polished these yet. And you can see these have some pretty deep ridges in here. This is going to take some work getting these all polished up and on there, but that's going to be on my list. It's on my list to do. So I guess from here we're going to move to the second video with the interior, and then from that we'll do the engine bay. So here they are. I promised you guys I'd get you a little video of the ghost lights when they're on, so you can see inside the grill. It's kind of bright in here. It'd be better if it was dark in here. I mean, I should turn the lights off. But these are a lot of fun. You know, not everybody likes these, but I tend to like them. So like I said, I installed all this stuff here myself. Hellcats are different and Scat Packs are different than a lot of other cars as far as putting them on. So if you have any questions, hit me up. I did want to mention though, with the lights, I got them in on 3 different switches that I have underneath the dash here. So the headlights, the wheel lights, and then the grill lights. I do that to kind of keep it from having any parasitic draws or any drain on the battery, because any aftermarket lights like that, you definitely do have a sort of a problem like that. Plus, I have more control over it from inside the car. So it is connected with Bluetooth on my phone, but it's nice to have those switches on the inside of the car too. All in all, I think the headlights, taking the headlights apart and getting those wired in, hidden and everything, that was about a 15-hour job. Really 5 hours per headlight, just taking them apart and building them out, because they're such a pain to get out, to get apart. The wheel lights is probably about another 10, 12 hours at least, because you have to customize everything. And the grill lights, of course, had to take the bumper back off. I put those on at a separate time, so that was probably another 4 or 5 hours. So kind of crazy to think I got about 30 hours of work just in the lights. I just want to thank you so much, guys, for being here today and checking out this new video that I have. New channel, yeah, kind of taking your chances when you watch someone's new channel, but I really appreciate it. Taking your time. Hang with me here for a little while longer, and kind of go through this together. I promise you'll learn something here eventually. But if nothing else, just find some entertainment and maybe some stuff that I did in my car. Thanks.